It's so easy to make money. You just have to buy my course and that's it.
It's the same bullshit.
Use all ChatGPT you want, just don't get caught.
This is a scam.
It's not even a scam. Come on.
It's not a scam, guys.
Assume that everything's a scam. Scam, 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 scam.
The way I say it's not going to be an easy year.
Greetings to all our virtual guests attending our event today, and welcome to our Christmas Live Expert Talk, Unwrapping the Year, Affiliate Marketing and Advertising Trends for 2024. This is the season for insights, forecasts, and festive conversation, and we are thrilled to have you join our virtual gathering as we dive into the world of affiliate marketing and advertising trends, unwrapping the challenges and successes of the current year, while peering into the exciting possibilities that await us in 2024. But first, let me introduce our star speakers today. So in our virtual room, we have Attila Audrey, owner of I'm Attila. Attila started working in affiliate marketing 15 years ago. And 10 years ago, he created a blog to share his knowledge of digital marketing for free. His directness and truthfulness set Attila apart from many others in his field. He has succeeded in affiliate marketing without taking out any loans and is proud to be debt-free. Attila's earnings have enabled him and his family to enjoy luxurious travel experiences across the globe. He has also authored a book titled From Zero to Super Affiliate, a precious guide for those new to the affiliate marketing realm. And also we have today Joe Bobino, owner of Powerhouse Affiliate. Joe Bobino's extensive experience as a media buyer has resulted in many groundbreaking projects. He's dedicated to his craft, as evidenced by his successful YouTube channel and the creation of Powerhouse Affiliate, an online training platform for aspiring and seasoned affiliate marketers. He's already trained over 85,000 affiliate marketers through his website platform. His hard work and expertise are truly remarkable. Joe has contributed, by the way, to the Adsterra's blog with a guide to high-performing Papander ads, and we're very grateful for that. Also, we have KJ Rocker, who is a renowned figure in the performance marketing industry. He began his journey in 2010 and has since emerged as a leading entrepreneur and founder of O5 Media. Is it right, KJ, O5 or 05
Yeah.
Media? How do you
Yeah,
call it?
05 is all the same thing.
Yeah, cool. This is a UK-based performance marketing company. His career commenced with humble beginnings as a freelance website developer, a venture that laid the foundation for his future endeavors. And driven by a desire for independence and the need to support his family, KG Rocker ventured into affiliate marketing with just $10 and a basic internet connection. So his entry into affiliate marketing marked a significant turn in his career. KG Rocker's keen insights and innovative strategies quickly set him apart in the competitive digital marketing landscape. His expertise in leveraging performance-based marketing techniques enabled him to generate substantial growth for his clients and his own ventures. And beyond his professional activities, KJ Rocker is also known for his dedication to giving back to the community. He actively shares his knowledge through blogs, workshops, and speaking engagements, and you can definitely see him at different affiliate marketing conferences, inspiring new generations of digital marketers. And another great expert here is Mikhail, head of CPM department at Adsterra. In his role, Michael can share a 360-degree overview of any geo market niche. A visionary yet practitioner, he's a frequent speaker at many world-renowned conferences like Sigma, Affiliate World, Afiliados Brazil, and many others. Michael's skills extend from global competitive intelligence to granular campaign optimization. His blog articles on iGaming ignite a deeper understanding of ad campaign setup, highlighting the importance of geo-specific settings and cultural nuances. So Michael is my colleague, and I'm Gala Grigorieva, the Chief Marketing Officer at Adsterra, a global advertising and CPA network with the unique partner care approach. And today we're gonna listen to wonderful insights of our speakers, to learn more from them. But here's the twist for you, our lovely audience. The Expert Talk isn't just about us sharing the expertise of our amazing speakers, but we want you to be an integral part of the discussion. So your questions, your predictions matter a lot, and we're eager to hear what you have to say. So prior to the discussion, we actually asked for your predictions, and now it's time to reveal the best forecasts from our audience, and you will even have a chance to vote for your favorites. And the top predictions will take home the exclusive Adsterra anniversary swag boxes. Really amazing. So let's unwrap the future and celebrate your insights. But that's not all. You should stay active in our chat. So use our chat actively and ask your thought-provoking questions. Share your valuable statements, and we will reward the most active participants. Well, together with our speakers, we will reward them with an instant $50 bonus to your Adsterra accounts. So we will select 3 winners or maybe more. So be engaging. Your contributions make this event truly special, and we want to show our appreciation this way. So grab a seat and let's start. We're all ears. But now have a look at the widely discussed predictions of the current year. So let's see what came true and what remained a fantasy. Well, first of all, I'd like to listen to your insights, our esteemed speakers. So what do you think about the projections for the current year? Well, let's begin with AI. For sure, AI has just disrupted affiliate marketing and online marketing as well. So ChatGPT, which was launched a year ago, has revolutionized it. So this AI tool makes it easier for affiliate marketers to create campaigns, to work on their ad creatives and landing pages and their tasks. And also for businesses like Adsterra, for example, it helps optimize ad campaigns by using algorithms for targeting, bidding, and ad placement. And by analyzing data, AI identifies the best channels, the best segments, and bidding strategies. So, how has AI changed the approach to content creation and affiliate marketing in 2023 to your mind? Well, let's start with Joel.
Sure. Thank you for the long intro, and it's good to be here, and welcome everybody that's watching. Yeah, so AI, I actually use AI every single day, pretty much, whether I'm doing my marketing, affiliate marketing, or sometimes just in typical conversations with people, showing the cool factor of AI. But I think there was a lot of hype around it taking over certain jobs and all of that stuff. And in my opinion, it has really helped us, but it's really just a text and image generator. And AI has helped. Well, I mean, there's obviously way more things it can do, but for the most part, most people using AI the way it's being used in the content is image, video, and text. And it's only as smart as we are. So basically what's happening, I find, is nothing. It's changing, in my opinion, in terms of content. I know it's going to be a big whoa, he's completely false, but in reality, the overabundance of data and text and images was already there before. It was just 1,000 people in a room somewhere creating content, and now we have the ability to create content. So basically what I'm using it for is to help with marketing ideas, marketing angles, that kind of thing. But in reality, in creating content, it still comes down to the human factor, and basically us who can create creative content that helps our users and gives them what they're looking for is always going to win. So that's my opinion on AI.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So it can just, help you streamline processes, but the decision-making process is upon yourself totally, right?
Right. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Thanks for your opinion. And KJ, what do you think?
Personally, I think it's. I mean, I understand that all the data we train AI on, it is again generated by human and everything. But in my opinion, it makes everything easier for the marketers. And like, let's say, personally, when I'm running campaigns and stuff, like we had to make sure that thousands of or ads were within the compliance guidelines and everything, it took weeks. And now with the help of AI, it takes like literally minutes. So I think it is making lives way more easier. I still understand, like, it's not here to take jobs, but it's still developing, in my opinion. And I mean, even creative wise, like usually in past, like let's say to create UGC content or especially video content and creatives, it used to take ages. Now that's not the case. So it's evolving, and I think it's going to be pretty interesting. And 2024 is definitely going to be the year of AI, when we'll see it being used everywhere. So I think it's something we'll see in the future.
Oh, great. So how about you? Do you use it in your work?
Definitely, to
So what do
analyze
you?
yeah. So I analyze all my data, like for example, as I mentioned, like for my compliance guidelines and stuff like that, to analyze to save my time, and then to analyze my data to make decisions, to compile everything, put years worth of data in one thing and just get results. It's really easy, and makes like you can get so many insights which you or things like, for example, usually to analyze your data you may have to hire some data scientist or something, or otherwise you won't have that much time or resources. But with AI you can actually do that, so that's super helpful.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks a lot for your insight. And how about you, Attila? Do you think that AI boosted the industry? Well, I think that you're on mute, Attila. Could you please check your? Oh,
There
yeah.
we go. There we go. Sorry about
Cool.
that. Yeah, so I really, really love AI. Like, I'm actually building my own GPTs, and we're sharing them on Marketer Money. Uh, Basically the website. So you can actually go to marketer.money in your web browser, and we have like AI toolbox, and we have all of our GPTs. Like the first one that we revealed actually this morning is a copywriting AI.
Congratulations.
It's called the copywriting wizard. And what we did is we actually trained it using all of the top books that you hear affiliates recommend. Plus, we took a lot of like interviews and podcasts with famous marketers, affiliates. We transcribed it, and then we fed it basically to the GPT. So it read and it learned everything. So if you need copy written and you use our free, basically Chat GPT version, the copywriting wizard, you're gonna have way better copy versus if you just open Chat GPT and ask it to write some ad angles or rewrite a landing page or something like that. So very big fan of AI.
Yeah, amazing. So, Michael, what do you think? Can it actually help, for example, Adsterra or other, advertising on CPA networks to perform?
Yeah, sure. As far we're working on based affiliate terms with AI content, I mean the final content creation of our affiliates, of our media buyers, and we can compare the content created by human and by AI. And here I have a question for our speakers as well, but regarding the quality, because who will compare like human created content and AI created content? For my opinion, is a very big difference because we can find some like misunderstanding, misleading, and other stuff. So how do you think will AI will replace like a human content creators or not? So this is important because the quality and the results of campaign created by the human and by the AI, we see the difference, honestly.
Well, guys, do you think that there will be some, replacement of human workers?
Should I go ahead?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, sure.
Cheers, thank you. Yeah, I think yes. I mean, it is still early age, but there is going to be a time where if you're not a plumber or something like a really hardcore job, AI is going to take over. Right now, it does need a little bit of oversight. It does need, a little bit, like, you have to guide it by hand and stuff like that. It's not still there yet, but we are getting there. I think it's going to improve from there on. So the best person is the one who understands all the prompts and how to train your AIs. I think that's going to be a really interesting,
Oh,
career path. But yeah, I think it's going to improve, and it still is improving. It just depends on your prompts, how good they are, and how good your data is where you're training it.
Oh, probably we're gonna have, like, AI coordinators or AI management teams, something
I
like
think
this.
in terms of marketing, however, AI is not going to turn a non-marketer into a marketer. It's not going to turn a business owner into a business owner, or a non-business owner into a business owner. I mean, so AI is great and all. It can create great ads, but unless you're a marketer, you don't know if they're good or bad. And you bring those to your boss, who might be a billion-dollar marketer, and he looks at them and says, "You're an idiot." Then I mean, it's not going to replace us, right? I think it's important that you're right. I think we're going to have coordinators and users of AI, but it's only as, like I said earlier, and I'm going to probably say it again before the end of this day, but it's only as smart as the person using the actual AI tool. Of course, I mean, it has the ability to learn from thousands and millions of other people, and eventually it's going to get better. But are you confident enough that you can hire a guy that's not a marketer and bring him in and turn him into your lead marketer as long as he has AI? That's the question, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I suggest us moving to another trend, which is about focusing on first-party data. Well, death of cookies makes marketers adapt to challenges and adjust their promotion strategies. So third-party data is no more useful when you need to create a successful campaign. And it means that a huge shift to first-party data and contextual targeting is already around the corner. So it was a prediction for the current year. So what you guys think? Did we see the much-awaited cookie apocalypse play out in 2023 as it was predicted? So let's start with Attila.
Okay, so I do see a major, how do you say, like, if we don't do for example, on Facebook, the match quality is horrible. Like, before we would get by using the pixel, and now if you only try and use the pixel, you're going to have extremely high costs, because now you need to use the pixel, which is the JavaScript, alongside like the API integration, which comes from the server side. And what they do is they try and get as much info from the JavaScript and as much info from the server side, the first party data, and then they match it together and then try and estimate with machine learning, or I don't even know, on who matches that audience. And ever since we actually implemented, both, because we used to use, for the longest time, we used to only use the JavaScript, and it worked amazing. But ever since we implemented it, I've seen that our lead costs, because we do a lot of lead gen, have actually gone down by 30%, just because we are using, both of the pixels, and it's feeding the algo way more info. So it's doing really, really good. And it's unbelievable on how one change, the iOS 15 update, brought this doom to the industry. And now we're kind of getting back up and trying to recover from it, but it's not the same. It's not how awesome it used to be. So they kind of broke the whole thing.
Yeah, we got it. So Joel, KJ, any thoughts on this subject?
For me, I haven't really noticed a lot of, well, I am seeing a discrepancy in some of the click data that I'm getting now. And Attila makes a good point in terms of feeding our traffic sources more data and stuff like that. But for me, for the most part, I've been using the server to server tracking. And so I'm not seeing a lot. And plus, I'm also doing a lot of my own funnels. So I'm keeping a lot of the data on my side. So I honestly, I'm probably not the best to answer this because I haven't seen a major difference yet.
It's okay, Jay.
I think like previously, like let's say Facebook, for example, before iOS updates and everything, Facebook was literally like even a kid could create a campaign, it would be successful. It was so powerful. But after that, it went really down. And I think, and now, as Attila said, it's getting back. I think the reason is because, like on previously, it was all built on that cookie data and everything. And then once they started implementing first-party data, it took a while to compile everything and to configure systems and to optimize their algorithms and everything. So I think it is getting there, but I think first, it would be more focused on first-party data now, because the new regulations, especially in the EU, it's massive, and like Facebook was getting, for example, if we talk about Facebook Meta, they were getting fined on daily basis. So that's going to make things more complicated. So yeah, I think cookies are kind of like thing of the past now.
Yeah, we're definitely moving towards this for sure. Well, to my opinion, if I can share it. Well, the next trend. Okay, so let's move to the next one. It's about growing focus on social proof. This means using reviews and ratings to build trust and credibility among our audience, which are factors that can benefit our affiliate marketing efforts. So users nowadays are increasingly interested in what other customers have to say. That's why reviews and other user-generated content is crucial for many brands and affiliate marketers as well. So people are always, searching for authentic communities that provide value for them. And we can think Facebook groups, Reddit, Quora, Medium, Discord, or Mighty Networks. These give you a new way to share your affiliate content and promotions. And of course, increase purchase decisions in your favor. So what do you think is social proof now a must-have for any successful campaign? Or we can do without it? Well, Michael, could you please share a few ideas?
If we are speaking in terms and frames of iGaming, social proof is really important here because if it's social proofed, the brand will grow according like organic traffic and opinion in social networks, and by also the guys who are promoting like I forget, sorry, like influencers, I mean. And it's really important to have a social proof, especially that social networks are growing the audience, growing the people who are using the social networks. As far you know, we have a new kind of social networks like Threads, powered by Instagram, and probably it will be a new instrument of proofing of traffic generating in 2024 as well. So yeah, I think it's affecting a lot for successful campaigns as well.
Great, thanks a lot. And what do you think, Attila, about social proof, using social proof in campaigns?
Well, when I was running black hat stuff, it was very useful because it would get us more conversions. But since I don't run black hat stuff, we run lead gen, for example, and then user goes to like a landing page, which takes their data, or it goes to a lead form. We don't really include social proof as much. Of course, if the ad on Facebook gathers positive feedback, then it helps conversions. So what other people do, but I don't, because I like to just do the bare minimum when I run campaigns. I don't like to really go super nerdy. I just like to use what we call in affiliate the Chad lifestyle. Just put it up until it's doing good numbers, run it, and when it dies, just kill it. But if I wanted to, I could buy like fake comments, give social proof to my ad, and it would perform better, right? Until the real people comment, they say this is a scam. Like, I actually watched something funny about this, which is related to social proof. It's like online on YouTube yesterday, actually. So these days, it seems that no matter what kind of ad you run, it could be a product which is not a scam. You're going to have people commenting right away, scam, 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 scam. It's crazy. Like people are so scared about scams that when they see an ad right away, it's a scam, But
Mhm.
the funny and the contradictory thing is that scams are actually up because people fall for all the fake gurus that promise them through a very charismatic delivery that it's so easy to make money. You just have to buy my course and that's it, So yeah, it's really interesting.
Right. So Joe, KJ, any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think I have social proof on my landing pages. I'm running search and social campaigns right now. And it's funny when he said the word scam, because I put up an ad yesterday and literally like within 20 minutes, there's a scam comment. It's not even a scam. Come on, people. But anyway, so like, yes, I've been using like social proof for years, whether they're real or fake. If you put them on there and you test it, split test your page, and you've seen it on advertorials, of course, where you have these advertorials and then you've got like a big long list of Facebook comments at the bottom. If you split test both of those on some traffic sources, you're going to see a dramatic, well, not a dramatic difference, but you're going to see a difference. But in reality, when we start talking like real marketing, of course, social proof, I think is helpful. But I think in terms of where I'm going with my business, where I'm talking about YouTube and all of these things, my YouTube channel and doing video content, I think it's the AI killer, because people are going to be really looking for more people saying things than some robot. And the only way to do that is to see their face or see their video or see them actually using the products. So I think it's going to be, I mean, it's important now, but I think it's going to be even more important as we move forward. It's taking us back to the basics, really.
Oh yeah,
I actually have something to add. You're saying that people want to see real people, but people are also getting used to like all these UGC where you can hire anybody for like $30, $40, $50 to say whatever the hell you want. So people are starting to think when they see a person recommending a product, scam. It's so crazy. It's
just like the advertorials. People are getting wiser. The advertorials aren't working like they used to, right? It's just we have to adapt.
We need a reset, I swear to God. Like in Man in Black, the movie, how Will Smith had that pen that you looked at and like erased everyone's memory. We need one of those.
That would be cool to use.
You have to write in description of ad, it's not a scam, guys.
Yes, yeah. Well,
that
actually more and more difficult.
That actually may work because people are so stupid that they might actually think.
I think like with all this social proof as well, people are looking for someone to lead them, kind of like a validation of their ideas. Like for example, if you watch a video on YouTube, what's the first thing you do? Look at comments, and if comments are positive, there are going to be more people likely to make positive comments. And if it is like scam, then people will start saying, yeah, it's scam, yeah, I saw it. So it's pretty interesting the way people behave as well, and I think like personally, I do lead generation as well, and we did test landing pages with some sort of like, let's say 4.5 out of 5 Trustpilot reviews as compared to no star ratings at all or stuff like that, and the one with the more reviews, that kind of work way better as compared to the landing page where we had no reviews at all. So it does affect, but I'd say like 1 to 3% conversion rate. That's the difference with the social proof. But I think for like, especially if you're building a brand and stuff like that, it's super important to have some sort of social proof, because it kind of like validates people and kind of like adds credibility in people's mind as well.
So despite everything else, it works. It still works. Just consumers are getting more and more demanding for social proof to validate their purchasing decisions, and also quality of content. So let's move to the next trend for the 2023 year. And it's all about personalization and ad creatives quality and compliance with the cultural code and the values of this or that geo. So brands and affiliates need to deeply understand each customer's preferences, interests, and behaviors. And affiliates can use this data to develop engaging, highly relevant, and most important, valuable content that will translate to better engagement and conversion rates. So what do you think, guys? Has geo-specific and personalized creatives become the industry standard this year? So we're talking about this year. Okay, Attila, can you share your thoughts?
You got to split test. That's the honest truth. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There's no like rule that you can say it will always be better, because that's not the case. Like we run lots of lead gen, and some lead gen we do call out, like, you know, your whatever in your state. And then we come up with something that sounds like it's an art, like a headline out of a magazine, and then it does better than the one that's calling people out. So, you know, it depends. You always have to split test, because, you know, people might say a lot of stuff. I might say a lot of stuff, but the data is never going to lie. So that's what I always say. You know, people, gurus, they make up all these really cool sounding things. You want to know the truth, run some traffic, look at what the data says, and you will know. So always split test.
So no need to go so deep, you know, in all this stuff like localization, personalization. Just test first.
Yeah, see, like always test, and then I always follow. Like it's not I don't know if it's laziness, or maybe it is laziness, because I value my time. So I always look and launch and do the MVP model, the minimum viable product. So I like to do the bare minimum, get it going, and then see what happens.
Right.
Same here.
I agree with Attila on this. Like you do it, you see what's working, and then go deep. Like if it is localization, it's working, then go for it. Instead of just, you know, making your mind, I'm gonna localize it, and that's the only thing you're focusing on. Maybe if you're not, it may perform better for you. So always split test and see what's working, and then go for it. But yeah, because, you know, sometimes we think one thing is going to work, and you never know, opposite happens, and that's, you know, in most cases that's what happens. So it's important.
Yeah, right. Anyway, you will see the reaction of your users, so how they react, and if there are any, you know, clicks or conversions. That's right. So Michael, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so I totally agree with guys, but here's one thing regarding like personalization. Just a simple example about the Brazil. So we're participating in Affiliados Brazil, and be honest, they don't speak English at all. And I see a lot of campaigns starting with English language pre-lenders. And I can sure like in 100% that they will not reach success, because the people doesn't speak English in Brazil, like probably 15%, like 15% in general. And I'm a big fan of simple searches. For example, if you're trying to set any campaigns, for example, for Belgium, you have to know the guy speaking in 2 languages in the regions. For example, in Brazil, Argentina, and so on. So I think here's really important to understand the geo-specific in the basic terms. And after this, I totally agree with A/B testing, with seeding campaigns, and probably you will reach the success very soon.
Yeah, right. So speaking about geos and our niches, you've touched it a bit. So let's go to the next trend. This is supported by evidence that top profitable niches have been iGaming, e-commerce, VPN, and finance, specifically trading. So these are the boosting niches in Adsterra today, and iGaming is going to remain the hottest vertical even next year. So what are other niches do you think grew that were initially overlooked in 2023 forecasts? So Michael, maybe you can just
So yeah, sure. Let's continue. And speaking about iGaming, it's really my lovely niches in 2023, because if we compare with 2022, and let's bear in mind that 2022 was a World Cup, And we see really nice numbers in revenue growing in the big media agencies like Better Collective, like GAG. So they will take advantage to improve the numbers in 2024, and we have a lot of things to do. About our niches like e-commerce, it was really nice, and we still working on performance during like sales. We still have Black Fridays finally, thanks God. So everything is working good. And one of the disappointing niches was finance, unfortunately, because a lot of restriction touched these niches, and a lot of just fell down regarding performance, regarding volumes, traffic volumes, and the audience. So that's my.
Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you so much, Michael. And Jor, how about you? What niches boosted in 2023 to your mind? What have you
Well, I
seen?
can tell you, I guess I'm going to comment what he said as well. Just from the economy, the world's economy right now, 2023 was like one of those weird years where we started out low with the stock market was really low. I know this is kind of leading to finance and now we're like boosting up at the end of Q4. Everything's booming again, and everyone's like, wow, what's going to happen? And in terms of finance, I do a lot of finance as well as I do e-com. And for me, I found this year was particularly challenging. And I mentioned it when we didn't know we were live. I said I was encountering some challenges because it was in fact difficult to say push a refinance when the interest rate's at 7%. You're telling people to refinance their mortgage right now, like you know what I mean? Some niches had a little issue, right? Now I see there's a big opportunity because we're going to see these interest rates coming down. We're going to see people in massive debt in January from spending, and then we're going to see a whole bunch of opportunity, I think, next year. And that's going to bring us opportunity in casino because we know casino is good when people are hurting. They want to win. They need quick money. And same as my niche where I'm trying to teach people how to make money online. I think finance, gaming, or finance, make money online, gaming are gonna continue to be those top profitable niches just for the nature of the beast. But yeah, 23 I found was challenging.
Right. So these niches give people hope, first of all, I guess. Yeah. Well, KJ, what do you think?
Well, yeah, I've been talking to Michael for a long time, and he always told me about iGaming is growing and everything. I kind of like understood that, but I really saw it when I went to Sigma, how massively it is actually growing. So yeah, I totally agree. When things are going down, more and more people are going towards, like, let's say, stuff like iGaming and stuff, things like that. Overall, what Joe said, I can relate to that as well. During COVID period, refinance and stuff like that, that was really good. Governments were giving grants and stuff like that. It was really good, going really well. Now verticals like that and stuff like that, that's really going high. Ecom, in my opinion, is getting a little bit down. Overall, again, as you guys I think forecasted as well, VPN, that is one of the biggest verticals too, because of more and more people are concerned about their data privacy and other
Evergreen.
governments evergreen government spying on them. And yeah, I pretty much agree with Joe, like make money online and stuff like that. Basically all the stuff people do when they're desperate, because 2024 the way I say it, is not going to be an easy year. So there are going to be these kind of verticals, like let's say make money online and stuff like that, that's going to grow faster.
Oh yeah. Thanks a lot, Attila. What did you work with in 2023 apart from lead gen? Did you tested anything else? Any niches?
Yeah, I tested pay-per-call, for example, and quickly realized that pay-per-call is extremely dynamic. Like if a call center doesn't pick up the phone, it doesn't matter how good the lead is, it's gonna go into the garbage, So you really have to be on top of the agents and the calls and like monitor it like crazy. So that was fun. I also tested what else did I test? Like VSL offers. And VSL offers require a mega budget, because in order to test these high payout offers, you have to spend way more. And the way Google works is in order for the pixels to start working for you, you have to send it minimum 100 conversions. So that means that the CPA, like if the payout is $100 and you're not optimized and you're getting the CPA for 150 or 200, that's like $15,000 to $20,000 to get enough conversions fast enough so that you can optimize. Start optimizing, and Google will enable the TCPA, and that's the magic trick that you need to get it going. So I'm always testing stuff, but it's really hard in a sense, because when you're good at doing one niche, it's really hard to focus with the same kind of attention in multiple places. That's what I find personally.
Oh, I see. So moving to another trend about growing popularity of video content is high converting content. I just want to ask you one question. Have you used it in your affiliate marketing campaigns? And if yes, so what was the performance?
Are you talking about VSLs or
like
UGC content?
video, like vast video ads, pre-rolls, mid-rolls, something like this?
Video creatives, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing Facebook. I'm doing Facebook right now, and for me, I'm finding video is doing way better. And I'm not talking like a 11-second video, just like in and out, like just showing this person doing something or whatever it is, or like some kind of emotion that I'm trying to inflict, I guess is not the word, but trying to make people either think they're missing out on something or, just the common marketing stuff. So on Facebook, yes, I mean, I find it's working better for me. I'm not running TikTok, so I can't comment on that. I'm running a lot of Google search, and we don't use video ads. But for me, just in my own data, for me, I'm seeing on Facebook, it's working better for me.
Interesting. Yeah, thanks. KJ?
I'm working a little bit on video creatives as well, and I see like we haven't tested it enough to like definitely say it is performing way better. But initial tests, they show good potential, and I think one thing we try to do is we try to kind of like create these accounts on TikTok and upload all these videos, and then kind of like give them a little bit of push and wait for them to see which piece of content is getting a little bit of viral, and then pick that and advertise that. And that approach kind of like gives away which creative is working well. I think so far results are pretty good, and I think that could be something we can go exclusively in 2024.
Oh yeah, thanks. Michael, well, we all know, we know that Adsterra has abandoned vast video ads this year due to technical nuances, and we have focused on video teasers of our proprietary social bar ad formats. So what niches do you think will it work best? Or maybe you can share some case studies.
For me, especially, and in terms of working with CPM or CPA, it was VPNs and iGaming verticals, a little bit financials, and e-com and games. But regarding and comparing the volumes like at 2019 with volumes of 2023, it's dropped a lot because the video content, it's expensive content, I think so. And if you want to find the audience, find the traffic using a video content, you have to find the relevant influencers with a nice organic audience, try to create something really nice. And in our case, it's really hard to find the ways, the channels to promoting using the video content. Yes, we do a lot of campaigns, but it's short videos, not more than 50 seconds at all. And as far we are talking with direct offers, with direct developers, they're saying it's really expensive to create something because you need a special man. It's really hard to create it. It's using the IA. It's all human creating content, and I think with 2023 it wasn't something special for video ad formats at all. So
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, thanks. So let's touch now.
Let's hear what Attila has to say, because
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sure
sure.
he will have some really good
Oh,
insights.
good, of course. Attila, yeah, please share your thoughts.
Well, I already shared my thoughts about the video content,
That's all.
I think. But personally, for us, as I said, the UGC was working good. But what happened was it's starting to lose its vibe. I don't know, is that because everybody's doing UGC, so people are losing the trust? Or is it because it's so tiring to always see somebody selling you something? I don't know. But we are actually using videos like AI generated, where we have AI people in the video, and that has been doing really good recently.
Is it of high quality actually, or you have to, rework it somehow further?
No, it's super crazy high quality. It's insane how good it is. And it's getting better and better, like someone actually created an OnlyFans model and people believed it's real. And it's already making money online. And now there's a race among many startups to create the next Live Jasmine, which is like one of the biggest webcam companies in adult, but using AI performers. So it's all AI. Nobody has to get paid anything. People just build the avatar once, and it offers a one-on-one experience. Like 1,000 people can talk with the girl the same time, and she's gonna deliver like personalized response. It's incredible, So
Yeah, insane.
yeah, it's nuts. Seriously.
Well, let's touch now the latest trend for today, the most promising GEOs. I'm sure that you have a lot to say here. So now we have an information that for the current year, the boosting or the most promising GEOs were the MENA, like Middle East and North Africa, South Africa, and Latin American countries, particularly Brazil. And we can see that definitely from huge volumes of traffic coming to Adsterra. Also, Canada is very promising today, considering to legalization of iGaming, our hottest verticals. So, what are your thoughts on GEOs, and what have you evidenced this year? Attila, maybe you can start here.
Attila, you're muted.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of geos, like there is geos that I love, which always do good. Like Brazil is one of them, and Latin America is another, especially like Argentina and Mexico. But the advertisers hate these geos because they have way more spam. And what these people do is I think they're the biggest deal hunters. So they're looking for the best deal. So they will go and fill out 1 million lead forms and then hope that they're going to get like the best discount, So they spam everything. And it looks like we are filling the forms when we're not, it's just their culture and their style. They're always hunting for the best deals. And those are very good. And also, Asia's incredible, massive volume. But again, advertisers usually want to focus on tier 1. But at me as an affiliate, I like the cheap geos because I know I can make money there way easier than in the US. So
True.
yeah.
Thanks. Joe, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, for me, like it obviously comes down to the actual offers I'm running, and for me, for casino in particular, I did a lot in Germany. Well, Canada is one of the best, obviously, for casino. Germany, and then we were doing. Well, I guess those two, Australia and New Zealand, but there's not a lot of volume there. But in terms of what I'm focused on right now, in terms of white hat stuff, finance, it's mostly North American. So we're talking US, Canada, and sometimes UK. So it's expensive and it's difficult because everybody's there, right? But also I started expanding, like what Attila was talking about earlier, and where I'm going is I started testing those VSLs and stuff in places like Australia and New Zealand, where it's still an English audience, a little cheaper traffic. Again, the scalability isn't there for major audiences, but maybe trying to test there and moving into some more English speaking places. So I personally like the North American market right now. That's where I'm focused mainly. But moving into the next year, I'm going to be testing these other places, especially we're doing a live, well, not a live, but we're doing a case study right now for native ads. And we're going to be working on the European market. So it's going to be in the diet sector. So anybody that wants to watch that, of course, come over to Powerhouse Affiliate, and we'll be doing the case study in there to show the step-by-step of what I would be doing in that market. I'm thinking Italy for that one, but we're still wondering, doing our research on that. I have never tried LATAM, so I can't speak to that.
Great. So let's catch up next year so that, to check what was working. Right. So KJ, how about you? What have you been working with?
Okay, so I've been working with the UK mostly. The reason is because with the UK, the thing is, like, especially in insurance and stuff like that and finance, if you have a direct contact or a direct buyer or stuff like that, and you can be FCA regulated, the thing with that is you don't have that many affiliates competing you. So there's more opportunity there because it's just an open ground, and people who are outside, like let's say UK or stuff like that, they don't have similar access as you. So that's a massive advantage. Yeah, in 2024 as well, I'm looking to expand more within the UK. And then another thing I'm eyeing is US, because of the new presidential election, there is going to be tons of activity online, and that will be a massive trend in coming few months. So that would be really interesting. Now, that doesn't mean like other cheap geos, what we call them. They are not really interesting. I ran some stuff in the Philippines as well. That was super amazing, super good results. And then there's stuff like, let's say, South America and then Asia. They're cheap geos, but the issues like, let's say Attila said, people love to bargain. So you have to kind of like work around that. One thing I noticed is, like, if you build communities around, like let's say if you build a Telegram channel or if you build a WhatsApp channel and drive traffic there, and there you nurture them, that converts, or that works way better for you as compared to just taking them on your lead pages and stuff like that. So I think, it's going to be an interesting year for all these geos.
Great, thanks a lot. So Michael, could you please share your insights on boosting geos in Adsterra?
First of all, I just really was surprised by Argentina. It was like a grand opening for us in 2023 because really nice traffic, really nice publishers quality traffic, and really nice offers, like not only iGaming. Secondly, it was like Brazil because everything is going right in this country, and it will be a really nice geo in 2024 as well. Secondly, it was Africa. It's South Africa and North Africa as well, like Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana. It was really a surprise starting to working with subscriptions, something new for us in terms of the quality and the number of conversions as well. I really enjoyed with Romania, Bulgaria, Portugal, and Spain this year with iGaming traffic and iGaming offers. And I'm looking forward for 2024 because something new, something really nice awaiting us, because a lot of events will be, a lot of new developers will start some projects. We have some rumors, so probably we will see new non-expected countries like in top in 2024 as well.
Great, thanks a lot. Okay, guys, so now we're finished with the first part. And before we move to the predictions from our audience, the most exciting part, I would say, let's just quickly walk through the predictions for the coming year, like widely discussed online. So let's see what's there for us. And if you just have any ideas, any thoughts on this, feel free to share, to make it, a bit more dynamic. So the first one is stricter compliance and transparency. That's what I think, KJ, you touched a bit, that regulatory bodies and industry stakeholders are likely to advocate for more rigorous adherence to guidelines to create, a cleaner and most trustworthy ecosystem. So probably you can, take over here.
Yeah, well, it is going to be more, stricter, especially in tier one geos. Or almost it's going to happen almost everywhere. Like if you look at now all the major networks, advertising networks, Facebook, Google. If you they started, I think, in 2021 or 2022 actually, where it started from a UK way to promote anything related to finance. You were you were required to be regulated by FCA, and now unless you don't verify your authorization, you're not allowed to kind of advertise. And that spread not just from Facebook, it went on other advertising networks as well, like Google and stuff like that. And now that's getting more and more common in other geos as well. Like I'm not sure if you any of our audience knows, but recently FCC regulations came in play as well. Things are getting really tough for lead generators as well. In US, for example, like you can't sell a lead to multiple buyers right now without the consent of a user. It mainly targets, let's say, call center industry, but it also targets lead generation as well, because you have to take consent of the user and they should know who their information is being sold to. So these are the kind of issues I don't call it issue, to be honest with you. It's really good. Like it will help to kind of clear out all the garbage. It will help affiliates in a way that they get better payouts. User will get less spam. So yeah, it is kind of like something we all could see coming, and we should welcome it, and it will overall improve our industry, and it will be good for our industry.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, Attila, we were talking about stricter compliance and transparency and about creating a trustworthy ecosystem and the long-term sustainable affiliate marketing industry. So can you please share a couple of your thoughts on this subject before you leave our Christmas expert talk, because I know that you have to be going.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do have another meeting. But about policies are designed to basically make the life of an affiliate marketer hell and harder. So a new policy means lower ROI every single time. I personally don't like this, but if I look at it from the other standpoint, like the visitor standpoint, then I like it. And if I look at it from a standpoint when you have an actual business that has a really good product, then it's also good because it helps clean out all of the people that believe that everything's a scam, so it's like a double-sided sword, basically. So in the shoes of an affiliate marketer, non-stop policies, like more and more and more and more rules, they're not good. But if you're a business owner, if you're a customer, then it's very good, because then you can start trusting ads where you want to assume that everything's a scam.
Yeah, and at least plan anything for the coming years, right?
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot, Attila. Thank you very much for having been our awesome speaker, and have a nice
day. Guys. Sorry, gotta go. Bye.
It's okay.
Bye, Attila.
Thanks a lot. So we continue. And Joey, do you think the same? Can you join this opinion, or you have something different to share?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like government policy and rules around advertising and stuff like that, yes, of course, it's getting stricter, and the privacy issues and everything we see. However, I have like this, I guess, conspiracy, we'll say, that places like Facebook and Google obviously are publicly traded companies. We have Meta and Alphabet, and they are, bottom line, they need profits. And basically, from what I'm seeing, and this might just be me being crazy, but I'm seeing my campaigns are lasting longer. I'm getting approved longer. And so I mean, there's a balance. You've got the advertising networks out there that have their strict rules, but are they enforcing them? Sometimes, sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. The last 3 years, I'd say it was like impossible to advertise on Facebook, but seems it's getting a little easier. So I don't know. Yeah.
I think I agree with you totally. Like personally, on Google, we haven't lost our account for like years now. Whereas previously, before they implemented all these changes and everything, every few months or a couple of months, we had to ask them to address issues related to our accounts. And same is with the case with the Facebook now. It's much more stable as compared to like your account getting suspended in middle of the week and then taking weeks for them to fix the problem, and after 6 months getting account disabled again. So I think it's much more stable now if you're legit, and there's more opportunities, I think, because your payouts are going to be higher, and there are going to be less third parties as well for affiliates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like they're really good at weeding out our competition, because when I say this, I mean like competition, meaning there's a ton of competition in affiliate marketing, but there's not good competition. Like we're getting a ton of newbies coming in here trying to be expert media buyers because they watched 4 videos on YouTube. They're coming in, they're losing their accounts, but the guys that have been pumping millions into these ad platforms, it's almost like we're getting rewarded finally for not being complete idiots. I mean, I am an idiot sometimes with my ads, but like I'm starting to lay off a little bit on the throttle a bit and giving them what they want while at the same time trying to take a little back, right? It's a balance. So I think they're getting good at getting rid of the guys coming in there, direct linking to affiliate offers, kind of just simple stuff that, lazy people are going to get banned, but the good guys out there, hopefully see a better year.
And we're attracting more and more younger generations. I think that more youngsters come into the affiliate marketing industry, inspired by your courses, your case studies, and videos. So it's all about balance. So the next trend is dedicated to video marketing, but I think that we have discussed a lot about it, and we have also touched some, aspirations for the video marketing that is going to be tested and implemented further in affiliate marketing. So I suggest moving to the next trend, which is increase in mobile commerce and mobile traffic. We see that in Adsterra that more than 70% of all our traffic is mobile, and more consumers are using their smartphones for online shopping. So mobile friendliness is just crucial. What do you think? Will it boost? Will it be even more significant in the coming year? Joe?
So for me, surprisingly, like running those 30-minute VSLs from like networks like Max Web or wherever you can find them. There's multiple networks out there that have these VSLs. I'm surprised to see people are sitting on a mobile device watching these for 30 minutes and converting. The conversion rate is insane, and I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. But most of my Google campaigns are on mobile, Facebook as well, and it's now used to be where you'd start on desktop and then like maybe turn on mobile later. That's not the case anymore. It's like you start broad, but most of the time you're turning off desktop within a few days.
Michael, what do you think?
I think that mobile traffic and the mobile offers will grow next year, especially like e-commerce as well, because just take a look. We spend more than 70 time of our process sitting in the mobile, just looking at content, chatting, just watching a TikTok and so on. And the developers, they are really smart guys. They're making research. They're looking how many time we're spending in mobile. And they creating the like ecosystem. For example, if we take iGaming offers, they will implement like streaming, they implement like bidding, they implement the casinos as well, and that's all. You don't need a desktop just to watch a streaming, to place a bid, or just playing a casino. The same is happening with e-commerce. So you don't need time to make everything using a desktop, because you have 2 clicks on your mobile, and here you are, you made a purchase. So everything is going in mobile, in something compact and really suitable for a lifestyle. And yeah, we really expected something new and bigger in 2024, and then a question of the traffic, because it's really nice to work with enough traffic as well, and a lot of developers will use it in 2024, like save own traffic and monetize it as well.
Yeah, thanks. So what do you envision for this trend, KJ?
Well, I think like back, if you would have asked me back in 2017 or 19, I was all on desktop and I never touched mobile. But right now, everything is almost on mobile traffic. Um, it is so common in a, to an extent where desktop traffic is now really minimal. Even if you cut it out, you can easily survive. And I think the biggest reason is like, I mean, some of these mobile have more RAM or almost as much RAM as basic Mac. So, the mobile phones are really powerful. The second thing is like, if you talk about overall world's population, the majority of population doesn't live in tier one. It lives in, tier three or whatever the countries. And there, people don't have money to buy laptops and stuff, but they do have mobile. They do have, and mostly it is Android phones. So that's really interesting trend, especially if we want to, more and more geos are opening on that side of the world. Mobile is going to be the biggest, I'd say, device being used more and more, getting adopted. And I think it already is at a point where there isn't any comparison, to be honest, between a desktop and mobile anymore.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you very much, esteemed speakers. I think that it will be a very helpful takeaway for our lovely audience. So let's move to another trend, which is influencers will take the center stage. Particularly micro-influencers. And it's said that brands will more often collaborate with affiliates directly. So what do you think about it, guys? Joe?
Well, I mean, having a YouTube channel, obviously, I have some experience in being an influencer in a sense, but I mean, it's not a massive audience, but it is an audience. And what I've found actually is that people hit you up and they're, hey, can you do video and stuff like that? And of course, I found that number has dropped a little bit this year of people, and maybe it's because my content isn't for their brand or whatever. I'm not saying this is the trend. I'm just saying that's what I'm noticing on a personal level. But I have a strong belief that in influencers and micro influencers are going to be the future of affiliate marketing. Basically, whether it's creating a blog or creating a YouTube channel, if you can't influence people being human and actually talking to people and giving them what they want and searching for or whatever it is, then you're not going to have success. And there's a lot of people still coming into this game thinking they can just create a blog and just pump out a ton of content and eventually you're going to rank. Maybe that works for a few more months, but eventually it's going to come down to you really giving good content and actually understanding what people want. And we have to do that in our advertising now too, even just in our ads and our landing pages. People are, I think, getting a little smarter when it comes to even running ads on Adsterra or like doing dating offers. Back in the day, you could do some crazy weird things. And now, like, if you create a fake survey, some people are actually smart enough to realize they're just clicking buttons to get to the end page. It's not even a real survey, right? Mind you, I mean, it still works, but not as well as it used to. So
Yeah,
I think
uh-huh.
it's important.
Yeah, please. Yeah, I think it's not only true to paid traffic, but also organic traffic, because the entire Google's policy is all about, encouraging webmasters to create relevant and valuable content. So we see that it's getting more and more significant because we cannot survive otherwise in such an ocean of information. Yeah. So what's your opinion, KJ?
I think like looking from a brand's perspective, if you look at an established influencer and a micro influencer, I think it makes more sense to work with a micro influencer because number one, you have to spend less. Number two, they're not as saturated as a micro influencer is, who's always doing partnerships with different brands and stuff like that. And also, your brand grows with them. And they're working really hard as well. Like, I personally, when I were dealing with like, let's say influencers, I kind of say, like, the taste of blood, once they taste blood, it gets totally different. Their attitude changes and everything, and the quality of work changes as well. So I think micro influencers, yes, that is something which is really interesting, and there's going to be increase in that, and there would be basically affiliates working as affiliates with different brands as compared to normal branding deals and stuff like that, because that makes more sense, and they'll make more money as well this way.
Great. And we can mix different channels too.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. Thanks for your insights. So let's move to the other slide, the other trend, the trending niches, trending verticals. So you can see all of them on the slide. So what do you think? Will it work? Will it actually work next year? Like iGaming, e-commerce, finance, things like that.
So yeah, I will start regarding the software and utilities. It's always workable niches, and if we will take with retrospective starting from 2022 and 2023, each January, February, we see something really nice, like social apps like deepfake or something like this. If you remember, when you're changing your face for avatars and social networks, it really blasted, and it was something amazing in the beginning of the year, and we are really expecting something similar in January, February as well. Regarding iGaming, here is a discussable question, but yes, I'm pretty sure it will grow and grow a lot, because everything is going good, especially in Latin markets, in Africa markets, because by working with restriction, but very slowly. Regarding the European market, everything is fine. We know how to work, how to deal, how to increase the volumes, how to work with restriction. Everything is fine and will be fine. Regarding like a personal financial, I heard some rumors that a financial niche will grow in 2024, especially in terms of restriction, because they just want to make it easier for promoting. Let's see, not sure, but okay. About the e-commerce, it's my lovely niche as well, and everything will be fine. So new channels, new ways of promoting, new traffic sources, I'm pretty sure we will find it and it will work. Social entertainment apps, it's going to software and utilities on the same page. Not sure about the healthcare and beauty wellness, probably, and in tier 3 countries, yes. On the some volumes, I'm really not sure about the tier 1 countries. Dating and education, yes, especially in some Latin countries. Tier 2 countries in general, like Asian regions, African regions as well, because a lot of new developers are coming in market with such offers, and probably we will see something interesting. So let's see.
Great, thanks a lot for this info. So KJ, what do you think about the trending niches?
I think it relates a lot with the economic situation 2024 is going to bring in. And when I meet with people, when I see people, I don't see a really good picture. It's not going to be an easy year. So lots of people are going to have their buying power is going to be impacted. So I don't think so, e-commerce or healthcare and stuff like that. Many people are going to have that much money to be able to afford that. Same is the kind of with education. What I see growing, even though one of our attendees just message that in EU is going to be sideways for iGaming, but from what I have gathered, iGaming is going to be a really big one. It's going to grow even further. It's going to go really big, and the reason is again because people are going to be more desperate. That's the reality of the situation. And then personal finance as well, because of the way things are going to go. That's going to be another one. Social and entertainment apps for US. There's going to be tons of traffic, and that would be massive. Dating, that's kind of like evergreen. So yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot. So Joey, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with KJ in the fact that next year is going to be dependent on how the U.S. economy at least goes for me, because I'm focused a lot on the North American market right now. But it does affect the world, of course, being the U.S. dollar and everything. And what I think, I mean, there's obviously a lot of predictions out there that there could be a recession. Maybe there already was, all these things. But I think it's still going to come with pain in the market in terms of the feds are going to start to drop their interest rates. And that, I think, is going to introduce some opportunity in the finance niche. There's going to be a lot of angles we can play next year. We've got high debt, so we can play that angle, debt relief. This is the way to do it. We can do the saving of money, making money, winning money, all these things. It's going to be around money, I think. People are going to care less probably this next year about their looks and how they feel as much as their bank account. But that's just a prediction. Of course, I could be completely wrong and fail. But I'm focusing on personal finance next year.
Great, thanks a lot. Well, we will definitely check it next year. So maybe we will have another, Christmas expert live talk. But now let's approach to the most exciting and interactive part of our event. As I've mentioned, that we've collected 777 predictions. I would say it's like a jackpot of insights. So we'll have luck, lots of luck next year. But we've also, noticed that many users use ChatGPT for writing these predictions. So you see, it's really a game changer. Yeah. So my personal advice to you, our lovely audience, is to be authentic, because human written content becomes rare and more valuable nowadays. So I would expect, authenticity discussions in the coming years for sure.
Can I give them one suggestion as well?
Sure.
Use all ChatGPT you want, just don't get caught.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. So we sifted through all the answers submitted and picked the most ambitious, imaginative, original predictions. And you can vote for your favorites among the top 7 finalists. And I will just, walk through all 7. And the top 3 will win an exclusive Adsterra anniversary swag box. So stay tuned. Let's begin. The first one from, I might be mistaken with, spelling the name, so forgive me. Attila thinks that there will be a shift towards more transparency, just like we've discussed already, yeah? And there will be like clearer disclosure of affiliate relationships and stricter regulations around misleading advertising practices. And Nehemiah Dan envisions diversification of platforms. Affiliate marketing will tend to utilize various platforms to drive traffic, like social media, podcasts, videos, and even VR, AR environments. And there is another prediction. Affiliate marketing will be the protagonist in app ads and on social networks, because the world's population is becoming more digitized and mobile phones are making it possible. Ahead Mufti thinks that metaverse NFTs, where virtual real estate, in-game items and art and collectibles that can be bought and sold. So he thinks that Adsterra should have a similar way, where links provide users to interact with consumers and give users information about future services. A really interesting idea, I say. Gaurav Pandey shared the following prediction, that next year, AI will rule affiliate marketing, making campaigns super precise. So personalization will be amazing, guessing what users want before they click. Imagine a mix of sci-fi style, augmented reality, and affiliate links for cool shopping experiences. Stan believes that big white hat advertisers will become more strict and aggressive about using direct linking and pop and push traffic. And more of them will ask to send real referrers in tracking links. The margin from any paid traffic promotion will drop as usual because of the global CPM increase that happens slowly every year. And the last one, Farhan said that the future of affiliate marketing, well, it was one of the hidden side hustles so far. And it's not a side hustle anymore. because there is a lot of courses teaching only affiliate marketing as big platform for making money, and we can see beautiful examples here at our discussion. So now I'd like to announce the beginning of online voting for your favorite predictions. We have 7 today. You need to select to pick only 3. And while we are choosing, while there is some time, like 5 minutes or so, I would like to ask our esteemed speakers, Michael, Joe, KJ, what do you think about this prediction? So maybe you already have your favorite ones. Maybe you have already, picked one for you. KJ?
I already picked one, actually. Yeah, that's right. This big white hat advertisers will become more strict and aggressive about using direct links. And also, when you send traffic, you're required to be more transparent about the user consent and stuff like that. Like we already are seeing, especially in lead generation, this where we have to kind of like show the advertiser's whole path. User to, for example, where did they come from? Which ad did they click? Which keyword did they click? Or which ad they clicked on? And then did they sign up on your landing page? Which landing page was it? What are the steps they took? Like whole kind of like you can say screen recording and everything. And we issue kind of like certificate with every lead, which shows them the whole path they took, the keyword that clicked and everything. So it's already happening. So I think that was pretty smart one. And the more transparency is needed, because it's if advertisers don't kind of like implement that, there are more chances they are going to get sued. And yeah, at the end of the day, they want to protect themselves.
Great, thanks a lot. Joe, what about you? Do you have any?
Yeah, that's some good points. So that would have been my second best pick, because that is happening now. But I did pick the one that was alluding to the fact that affiliates coming in, especially, will need a more multifaceted approach, or the ability to create something multifaceted in terms of multiple channels. But when you're first starting out, of course, we want to focus on one and then expand from there. But having the ability to do that is probably one of the biggest skills we as affiliates have, is being able to adapt to multi-channels. We talk about Facebook this year, but the year before might have been TikTok or whatever it is, right? So that's why at our training at Powerhouse Affiliate, we focus on a multifaceted. We talk native ads, we talk search ads, we talk social, we talk native, or your guys is in there as well. We have case studies from Adsterra in the forum, and it's all about being knowledgeable of what's out there, but not spreading yourself thin on every single little thing and trying everything. It's like picking one, do it, and then expand from there. And I think that's going to be the major thing that affiliates need to learn if they want to be successful in the next few years in the future. It's always being able to adapt.
Yeah, you're totally right. Michael, what do you think?
So I really enjoyed the opinion that everything is going in mobile phones and everything will be digitalized. So I think it's have a sense, and probably in future we'll see something. But also I really enjoyed the idea about the VR and AR, because as far you know, a lot of big companies developing something new for 2023 as well, like Apple, like Meta Quest already we have. And it's something interesting because it's a new way of performing, it's a new channel, and probably like at Adsterra in global terms, we can find a point to find a new traffic, something like this, to interact people in a new way, in a more interesting way. So probably it will be the main point in next year.
Thank you so much. So what we have here, we have, just let me check it, 2 and 2, 3. Okay, so I think that there is a leader. The last prediction by Farhan, stating that the future of affiliate marketing will be not a side hustle anymore. So it's not hidden. I really love it. So I think that we have a winner here. And we also have 3 votes casted for AI, which is no surprise, I guess. And another one Another one, I think that it's about a shift towards more transparency. So if I'm not mistaken, towards
No, there is one I foresee shift was. Oh yeah, it is. Sorry.
yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Well, yeah, I think that we have 3 winners now. So congratulations and thank you very much for your contributions. This week you will be contacted by the marketing team of Adsterra, and you're going to provide some details so that to receive your amazing Adsterra anniversary swag boxes. And now we have a few more minutes for Q&A. So it's time for the Q&A session. So I would ask our administrators to provide to share the most interesting questions with us, and I think that there are a lot more, so we're gonna cover all of them with our answers in the blog post from Adsterra. Okay, Q&A mode has been enabled. Well, yes, split testing is key, but I think AI can also help us with that when it analyzes previous split tests also from other people. Interesting. Would you share which specific AI tools you employ for this task? KJ, Joe, any
Well, I think
AI tools?
KJ should probably cover that one because he mentioned he already does that. So
Right.
Okay, so we use first of all ChatGPT, their API. I'm not 100% sure what it's called. My development team does that, and then we have a couple of other video tools as well. But mostly what we do is we use Python code to analyze all or kind of like data and go through it. So it's mostly using ChatGPT APIs. We use those, and then we have another software. Sorry,
I was going to ask you, what decisions are you making with AI? Like, is it landing pages? Is it placements? Or
so yeah, one thing we do is we kind of like download all the data from, like, let's say Google account, put it in the Excel sheet, and then read all of that. Now, one thing we do is we kind of like find placements. We find the keywords which are being underutilized. We find which, what style of ads. Like, let's say if we have 100 ads, what are the most common words which were in a specific ad which produced more results than the style of ad and stuff like that. And then we analyze audience, age groups, what are the conversion, the best conversion times, like usual stuff you see in Tracker, but we compile all of that as well throughout the years. Like we have, I think, 4 or 5 years worth of data. So we analyze that and kind of like get results from there.
Great, thanks a lot. So let's have a look at another question then. Can you guys give some examples of new rules and stricter compliance regulations that came out in 2023, and how did they affect the industry?
Okay. So as I mentioned, like FCC recently launched, actually they recently passed that regulation where you have to take consent from users if if to sell their data, basically, so and stuff like that. So that would be a best example. Now with Legion, now things are going to be a little bit hard. On the back end, your advertisers won't be able to sell same lead to, like, let's say 10 people. They have to take the user's consent, and users consent and give them the clarity who this lead is being sold to and everything. So that's going to be that's one perfect example.
Thank you. Another question, please. Okay, thank you, Tristan. We have a minimum follower count of 50K for dealing with influencers. I have a mate who swears by 120K minimum. What does the panel think?
Do you want to go, Joe?
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so I think it doesn't really, like, for me, it doesn't really depends on numbers. It depends on quality. Like, let's say you may have, let's talk about affiliate marketing, right? You have affiliate marketers in your list or on your YouTube channel or whatever. There are going to be people who have 10,000, and then there's going to be a person who has maybe 1,000. It really depends how targeted or how well nurtured those subscribers or those people are. If they are actively advertising, if they're really spending high, it doesn't matter. Even if they are 1,000, you can even get 10 out of those, and you can make a lot of money as compared to someone with 10,000 users who don't even look at your offer. So it really depends on the quality, in my opinion. But yeah, that's just me.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, right. Next question, please. So we have a nice space. Okay. Thanks to all the speakers for their perspectives. It's really easy to work solo or with a small team and end up in a bubble. Always good to hear very different takes on things. Well, I think it's not a question, actually.
Yeah,
So maybe
but
you can...
yeah, I mean that's really good advice, and especially for affiliates as well. Like
Mm,
it's really good to sometimes look outside your own kind of like social circle and everything. It
mhm,
really helps you to understand different perspectives. And one of the reasons I always tell people is not only attend the industry events, but also go out. Look something totally different. Go into your, like, let's say if something is related to your vertical, go there as well. It may not be about affiliate marketing, it would be something different, but it will teach you a few new things. Always look out for different things. That really opens up your mind. Yeah.
yeah, right. Next question, please. Do you think that trend toward mobile will keep growing, or do you think it's going to plateau soon? It seems like everyone already owns a mobile device. What do you think? Lucas asks. Well, Michael?
So as I mentioned before, it will grow. I'm not sure that we will see a plateau very soon. I mean, the number of people are growing and the number of mobile devices are growing. So probably in a few years, we will not see a laptop, a desktop at all, probably. So we will use only our mobile phones because it's small, compact, and it can replace a desktop easily. So probably we will not see plateau in 10 or 15 years, maybe or next year, who knows. So in my opinion, it will grow. How long? Let's see.
Joe, do you agree?
Yeah,
Great.
100%.
So thanks. So next question then. So what do we have here? What can we do as advertisers to protect our campaigns from growing consumer distrust towards traditional ads? That's a really nice question. So, KJ, you?
Yeah, sure. So try to understand the consumer psychology, how they think, what are the things which turn them away from you. Try to kind of like highlight their pain points. Try to understand their pain points first. Like the biggest issue within our industry is sometimes we start publishing ads without understanding our audience. Try to understand what they're going through. Try to understand their process of thinking, what they're thinking, how they're thinking, why they're thinking. Because at the end of the day, they're going to see ads everywhere. Why they should click on yours is the question. And that's, if you can answer that, I think you'll figure this out as well. Focus more towards how your consumers or how your audience thinks.
Yeah, what we're seeing a lot, like on spy tools, isn't actually probably how people are really making money. You see these advertorials, people are getting wise to them. You see other things like the fake surveys. This is what builds distrust among people. And as the people see more and more of this stuff happening, I think it's like you said, we have to keep building our campaigns to start thinking about the intent of these people. What are they looking for? And even like the listicles now, where you see like 30 gadgets, everybody is almost aware. Like even when I talk to my friends, I'm like, have you ever seen those gadget listicles? I know they're working right now. It's Q4, of course they're working. But let's just think about it for a second. Like you talk to your friends and you see these 30 articles or the top 5 diet programs. I think the future is going towards, okay, why is this guy saying it's a top 5, right? And we have that challenge right now, especially in search campaigns, and that's why Google's switching a lot of their focus into entity-based results. It's like they know anybody can write an article now on the top 5 diet programs.
Yeah, that's true. So you have to be really authentic and to work on building community and loyal customers. So that's what I think goes in front of everything. Yeah, thanks a lot. So next question, please. I think that a couple more and we're going to close. How bidding system impact on traffic? As if we getting 40K users at $1.6 CPM, but recommendation price is showing $3.4, but no major changes on reach. That's the question from Vivek. So guys,
I mean, right now it could be anything. It could be related to the fact that everybody's spending for Q4. And I don't know what traffic source he's talking about, so it's very difficult to really navigate that question. But right now, of course, trending higher cost per clicks are higher, but I don't know how to answer that really.
KJ, any ideas here?
I think it could be just seasonality as well. I totally agree with Joe right now. Like with the Q4 is crazy. So you never know. And especially because we don't know about traffic source or what he's promoting. So it's a little bit hard to answer right now.
Yeah, we have to be more specific here, I think. Yeah, more details are required. Okay, next question then. Do you personally believe it's necessary to choose one niche to work with? What was your personal journey in choosing a niche like? My question to the guest speakers. Well, Michael, maybe you can you can say anything.
Yeah, I can, but it's a question for a guest speakers because we are working more than 12 niches in one moment, and our managers are trying to find the best ways, best strategies for each. So probably guys have a really nice opinion what they have to do to be success, probably in one niche or just to split test, make an A/B test of niches or something like this.
Yeah, great. KJ.
Yeah. So when I started, I started with the, finance loans, and then I got into insurance. So kind of true, because if you're within one vertical, you kind of understand the mentality of people, the way they think, the way they behave. So it's a little bit easier to start with something. Like I always tell people, like if you have interest in something, try to see if you can find an opening there. That would be a little bit easier for you as compared to starting with something really totally new, because then you have to learn all the audience behavior and everything. So yeah, I think in my opinion, yes, it is, super important to kind of like just choose one thing and master it, and then move on to another if you want to, or just stick to that one.
Great, thank you. And Joe?
Yeah, for me, I have a similar approach for like, especially if I'm giving advice to a new person in the industry. Of course, stick to one thing, learn it, and then move on. That's the typical strategy that probably works best for most people because there's just too much information overload, right? But for me, who's been doing this since 2002, I personally have one, I call it a baby project, which is, having one website like Powerhouse Affiliate, right? Where I build it and it's like I'm a little project and I make money from it and it's great. And it's like a long-term thing. If all else fails, that thing's still pumping out money. Then there's like another website, which is like a broad-based website built solely for testing different offers and different campaigns. If somebody gives me an offer tomorrow from my CPA network and they say, Joe, you should test this on Facebook, I'm set up where basically takes me an hour and I could have an ad up for that campaign. It doesn't matter what it's about. It could just be like, okay, let's test it and see what happens. If it converts, then okay. Oh, okay. Well, this is converting. I'm going to move on into building that campaign out and maybe scale it, whatever it is. And then I have one finance website where I love finance, personal finance, and I talk about it. Multiple different traffic sources to be built into that, and it's not a huge moneymaker unless I'm buying ads for it, but it is one sole focus of a niche, finance, right? So I can test all my finance offers there, and then some of them are evergreen. So it's a mix of evergreen for me, as well as a constantly changing thing, because with us, especially in the future, if we're in a niche that's constantly changing, we have a better opportunity. If we're in a niche where we're just evergreen content will rule, then we're dead, because AI can create all that evergreen stuff. So we need to be in an industry that is changing. Like affiliate marketing is constantly changing. That's why we can be relevant tomorrow on a completely different topic, and it will not be evergreen because something changed tomorrow. Same as finance. Something's going to change in the next 6 months that we can have another webinar and be completely fresh with new content.
So true.
But if you want to sit here and talk about how to lose calories, it's the same bullshit, or sorry, but it's the same stuff over and over and over. You move fast, you have more exercise, and then you burn calories. It's evergreen. It's not going to change.
Yeah, amazing.
Sorry, you can edit that out, but I was passionate there for that one.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thank you very much for your insights. Well, I think that we should actually wrap up with unwrapping the year of affiliate marketing and advertising trends. Oh, thank you so much.
That's a good one.
My husband. This must be him. So lovely. Thanks a lot. Well, now I'd like you to ask what questions you liked most and what we actually have to reward. So who are the winners? Joe?
Sorry, who had the best question?
Yeah, the best question to your mind.
Oh, geez, I don't know. That last one got my blood flowing, so I'm going to go with that one.
Great. So I don't remember. Oh, the last one, you mean Vasily? Okay.
I do with Joey, so no.
Yeah,
Another way, so.
Okay, the one with the niche, I guess. So I think that my team will connect with the guy to provide an instant $50 bonus. So how about you, KJ?
Yeah, I think it's either have to be the one about niche or the one who talked about like example of the compliance changes. One of those were really good questions.
Yeah, great. We have another winner too. And
Yeah,
Mikhail?
since you decided you're not gonna give prize to your husband, so I thought I'd choose that.
He has me at least. The best Christmas gift. Michael, so how about you?
So I agree with the KJ if we can choose the same, but if not, I will go with the first question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember exactly the form of the question, but it was really nice to discuss. So
Yeah, so thank you so much. I think that, yeah, my team will handle it anyway. And we also have here, well, I've got some information about the most active and engaging participants. Tristan was very active, and my team decided to provide him with a 50% bonus on his Adsterra account and swag box additionally. Well, I think this is really cool. So thank you so much, Tristan, for your
Yay!
participation. Yeah. New rules here, so my team is very, how to say, well, I'm not an autocrat. I think that my style of management is democratic most of the time. So we can see these activities here. And Leonardo, thank you so much, Leonardo, for your really cool comments and your active participation in the chat. Well, thank you very much. Many thanks to our esteemed speakers, and thank you everybody for joining our Christmas Expert Live Talk today. We have discussed affiliate marketing and advertising trends for 2023 and for 2024. So let's see what awaits us next year. And thank you so much for sharing your valuable insights and sharing your questions and predictions. The winners will be contacted this week, as I've already said. So wishing you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And stay tuned for more events from Adsterra.
Merry
Cheers.
Christmas, everyone, and
Yes.
have a Happy New Year. Bye.
Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, guys. So see you next year.
bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Thank you for inviting us. Bye.